All right, everyone. Luke here. Hope you're doing well. So let's look at some charts. Share with you guys what I'm looking at right now. Okay, first thing I wanted to go over is gold. Gold had a big move. Okay, that will be the main thing this video is about. Probably in the thumbnail is the fact that gold had a very substantial move. How substantial? Well, check this out. This is the hourly chart on gold. We can see that we broke out right around, let's see, 1277 per ounce. And gold ended up being, it was in an hourly uptrend for about 5 days. So about 4th of June, right around here. So an hourly uptrend for 5 days. It was a massive gold move. Big move for gold. Very strong. Okay, so let's go look at, look at the 4 hour, look at this 4 hour move. Incredible. And it looks very bullish to me right now because we're holding up right here around 1325. You can see that I expected it to pull back some, but you can see we almost touched exponential support on the 12 period EMA here, and we're just consolidating up here right now. Let's take a look at the daily. Big move as well. Weekly, we have now changed our weekly trend. Okay. We know this because we broke right here. We broke this right here. Let's see, what level is that? Come on, what are you doing? Let's see. Why isn't my button working? There it is. Trading view sometimes. Around 1303, we can see that was our last weekly lower high. And we broke that last week, actually, and then we had a follow through. And now we're looking at the weekly and also the monthly. As you know, we've been following this monthly equilibrium pattern, and this pattern has been going on for 5 years. So right here at 1346, and we can see we're about $25 away from breaking resistance here at 1346. Okay, what we want to see is we want to see it break 1346. We want to see it break resistance all the way from 1370, really probably up to 1400. And we want to see it break it with volume and follow through. I'm going to refresh this chart because the volume's not showing. But that's what we want to see on gold. And if we get a break bullish of this monthly equilibrium pattern, we can expect increased volatility, and we can expect we can expect a new gold bull market, basically. Okay. So, you know, a lot of people ask me about gold and silver and the manipulation, and they get, you know, they get disheartened about gold and silver. A lot of people have been holding gold and silver for a long time, over the last, you know, for years now, and they haven't gotten any substantial follow through. And people talk about manipulation on gold, and yeah, gold is manipulated. But if you look at charts can only get so tight, okay? And so when we look at the gold monthly, we can see it's been tightening in this pattern for 5 years, okay? And it's true that they short sell the market and they manipulate it and they hold the price down, but charts can only get so tight, and we will see a break of this pattern by the end of this year, okay? And we can see because we set our last lower high right here on the monthly, we can see that the odds of a bull break are very likely. 1266 is the must hold level now on the monthly chart, and because support on the monthly of the monthly equilibrium was down here, we can see that if I zoom in, you can see that where we're consolidating up here, as far as the equilibrium goes, before we set this lower high at 1266 was at 1166, and so we're way up here in the pattern, right? Because if this is the equilibrium from down here to up here, and the fact that we've now set our lower high up here in the pattern, you know, more than 2/3, the odds of a bull break are very much in our favor. So we can expect a bull break, and we can expect it to happen before the end of this year. Now we could just continue in this one big monthly candle and break resistance. That's not as likely, in my opinion. More likely that we set a another lower high after this higher low at 1266, and then we set it, and then a couple months from now we break it. Okay, it could be a couple months from now. It could be sometime in fall. but it will happen now with this tightening, in my opinion, by the end of the year. Okay, and once that breaks, we can expect increased volatility in the gold market, and we can expect a new bull cycle. Okay, and yeah, it sucks that gold has been manipulated for this long, but again, manipulation only lasts so long. All markets cannot be manipulated for so long, and if you understand charts, you understand that charts can only get so tight. And even if something's been manipulated, it can only be manipulated for so long and get so tight before the spring snaps. Okay, and gold will snap before the end of the year, and it looks like with a strong move, it's going to happen sooner than later. This was a big move. If we look at it on the daily, we can see that this was. Look at this. We're probably gonna have to pull back here, and again, we're gonna consolidate, and we'll see what happens. But this is a very big, strong move by gold, and it's important to pay attention, because if gold enters a bull market, we know that silver is going to follow. Okay, silver is directly correlated with gold. We know that silver is undervalued compared to gold. Historically, the gold to silver ratio is the highest it's ever been, or close to the highest it's ever been. It's about 90-1 right now. And we know that silver, if gold breaks bullish, silver will follow. It might be a laggard, but it should outperform it eventually. Okay, and we can see that it's following gold. So, and if gold and silver enter a bull market, we're going to want to scrape crypto profits into gold and silver. We want to be patient right now, in my opinion. This is not investment advice, but this is just giving you my thoughts on what I'm doing. I'm not buying any gold or silver right now, because crypto's in a bull market, and I'm going to just keep riding. Why would I just not ride crypto right now when, gold has not broken its equilibrium pattern yet? But at some point, I will start scraping profits into silver once this pattern breaks. Okay? Another thing to pay attention to, Deutsche Bank is at all-time lows. We've had a little bit of a bounce here along with the general stock market. But the Deutsche Bank chart is ugly, and let's see how long Deutsche Bank can stay solvent. Another thing I'm watching here, I like this swing trade right here. Litecoin Bitcoin chart. And so Litecoin, to me, looks ready to outperform Bitcoin for the next couple months, in my opinion. So let's look at the daily, and we can see we topped out at, 0.018 about. 0.188 right about here, and you can see that we lost the daily uptrend, and we had a daily downtrend, and then we broke this daily downtrend. We've now had a cross of the daily exponentials. Okay, 12 and 26 period. We have had now a cross. We are back tested. We have successfully back tested daily support. So that hasn't happened since Litecoin made this move in December versus Bitcoin when it first began its bull run. You can see how long this run has lasted. And now we're getting our first daily cross since that happened. So we can expect significant strength, I think, for a while with Litecoin. Litecoin is also holding the 4-hour support against Bitcoin. And so it's in a 4-hour uptrend, a daily uptrend. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly is not an uptrend yet. We're going to have to get a lower high than a higher low. And then we'll look for a lower high somewhere around here, because we're not going to likely, obviously we're not going to break 0.0189 in one shot. That'd be crazy. But the daily and the 4-hour look great for Litecoin right now, and I have entered a Litecoin swing position. And if you guys are interested in a Litecoin swing position versus Bitcoin for the next couple months, I would consider it, especially with the fundamentals of the halvening, and hype should build with that. Okay, so some of the utility tokens, we're looking for a bottom. Populous weekly chart versus Bitcoin, still very weak. As you know, I am looking for entries into Populous, Pillar, and Veritasium, because fundamentally those are my 3 favorite tokens. Pretty good move here from Populous, actually, on the daily. This could be the beginning of a daily trend change for Populous versus Bitcoin. We can see we've been in a daily downtrend versus Bitcoin since April. And, we're seeing signs of a shift here. We had a double bottom. We basically call this a double bottom right at about 1,100 Satoshis. And yeah, we need, let's see, what do we need to break of? We need either to actually change our daily trend. Technically, we need a break of this level right here. Come on, TradingView, what are you doing to me? Don't you love it when TradingView glitches? All right. We need a break of about 1307, 1319 Satoshis, or we need to set a lower high and then break it. Okay, but keep in mind that even if we do that, the weekly trend, we're nowhere close to a weekly trend change versus Bitcoin for Populous. Okay. Let's look at Pillar. Let's look at the Pillar Bitcoin chart. Again, still no weekly downtrend. No sign yet of a bottom. Let's look at the daily. Daily is matching Populous somewhat, and so we could be seeing daily trend shifts for Pillar and Populous versus Bitcoin, which would be good. Okay, but those are the things I'm watching right now. Litecoin to me still looks more bullish than Bitcoin with the halvening hype and the chart. Still looking for a bottom for Pillar and Populous, but it looks close, especially for the daily. We're a ways yet from changing the weekly trend, but the daily is looking better and better. If you want to try to scout a bottom, you might look into getting into a Pillar position and then putting your stop loss close, and then exiting Populous if you lose the daily uptrend. If we do it in the uptrend. And I'm watching some other Binance coins right now. I'm watching Harmony 1 for cup and handle. And yeah, we'll see. Big move by gold, you guys. Good job, gold bulls. And we'll see if gold can get some follow through here in the next couple months. And yeah, I think we're going to break this monthly equilibrium bullish. Probably within, I think looks like within 5 months. And yeah, we'll get some gold gains finally. And we can be happy about starting to scrape off crypto profits into the gold and silver market. Because they're still undervalued assets. Okay, so comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. And I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.